Hello and welcome to another episode of Behind the Design, a series where I show you the behind the scenes of my creations as a professional clothes painter. Today, I'm going to be looking into this custom design I did for a client. What are we waiting for? Let's go. This particular client messaged me a couple of years ago and he told me that he just thrifted a jacket. This isn't it, but it's the same vibe. It was like a dark blue cotton drill jacket. It literally cost him $4, which is so insane when you see what we turned it into. Yeah, so he sent me some pictures of the sort of vibe that he was looking at. The sort of like this jacket, like minimal line skull graphics. I also found this reference picture in our DMs, which sort of makes sense because the sketch I sent him was this right here. As you can see, this is sort of a combination of the two pictures I just showed you. Fun fact, I was actually in Wellington, New Zealand on a family holiday when I designed and sent this sketch to my client. So we decided that he wanted two on his jacket, so I sketched up another one. Then all we had to do was figure out the color and the placement. So I just placed down the sketches on a jacket and sent pictures to the client until he was happy. There were a couple of placements we tried, but in the end he liked this one. I also sent him these swatches just to see what color he wanted. Decided to do something similar to these two grays. The client didn't want anything too contrasting, just so it wasn't so in your face and more subtle. But yet here's a picture of me laying down my fabric chalk so I know where to paint, because this type of design does not leave much room for error. I had to really keep these lines tight. So here I've laid down the main framework. You can see we went with 2 shades of gray just to switch it up a little bit. Last thing to do was to paint in the drips, and I was dreading that so badly. It had to be perfectly straight with no room for error. I swear every time I paint a piece, I almost have a major breakdown. But I'm a bit of a masochist because I sort of love it, especially when it turns out like this. The client loved it, so my job here is done. And it's crazy to think that this was painted on a $4 jacket. But yeah, super happy with the result, and my client took it to Japan with him. Let me know what you think about this design in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode.